I'm constantly trying to dissolve my walls. The ones I notice, but maybe there are lots that I don't notice.
Perhaps you have gates in them, like Roman gates in them. And it was called Graham's Dyke because Prince Graham had so many skirmishes with Romans that he had a lot of Roman helmets and Roman swords, and so all his mates got on horses with the Roman swords and things, and they rode up to this wall, and the Romans thought they were a returning group of Romans and they let them through.
Oh.
So they then rode down to Hadrian's Wall, and the same thing happened at Hadrian's Wall. And they then went to Lancaster, and then they went to the Isle of Man and Ireland, and eventually the Prince Graham married an Irish princess. Because the Graham was the prince who wouldn't become king, because it's a matrilineal thing. The women became the queen, and they married a king. So the princess would be the queen of the next king. But the king's son had to go and find another princess.
Like wasps?
Possibly like wasps.
It's interesting because some cultures, inheritance goes maternally, because the only person you're sure is your parent, is your mom.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yes, that's probably right. Yes.
I like the idea of gates because
Yes.
it means you have some willingness to let other people in, but there is still the element of control because you still want to.
Yes. And gatekeepers is a phrase for people who won't let you put your poems in magazines and things like that.
So that's a kind of wall, I suppose.
Well, that's why we use the term gatekeeper.
I like that for us writers, yeah, the gatekeeper.
I think in the anthology we're really struck by kind of the idea of thresholds, that sense that being kind of places to cross over as well as places that kind of, you know, stopped connections being made. And your climbing hills has that kind of connotation, you know, that sort of sense of, you know, is climbing the hill the obstacle, or is climbing the hill the kind of the opportunity or the entertainment?
Yeah, there's that idea is, I guess for you to get somewhere or something, you need to, there's some toil required. There's also that sense. That has a lot to do with it. I mean, we've just been talking about Roman soldiers writing letters home, and that sense of missing home. But the UK as a whole is a home for a lot of people who are not born here or who don't seem connected here because of the historical ties. So yeah, a lot of people come here thinking that they're going to a familiar place, and so are quite struck by if they don't have a settled, comfortable time, then it's very difficult, because this, for a lot of people who have been part of the empire, they feel like it's some kind of a homecoming. And I know certainly in my school experience we learned a lot about this country, the history and everything like this. So when we come here, I remember one of my own disappointments was finding that my peers didn't know anything about Zimbabwe.
Oh yes.
And I almost knew,
Yeah.
I knew so much about Britain before coming here. So yeah, that really surprised me, I have to say.